Hello, my name is Honey Badger. Welcome to my live stream. Today we're back at Train Sim World 2. We are back on the Isle of Wight line. This time we're going to do a beginning of the day service. We're going to start the train out of the sheds. We'll do a full run and that'll be it. Yeah, so sit back and enjoy. So I've already picked the weather. Would be still winter time, so I thought continue as winter, and we'll have it very cloudy. So whenever it comes to like train sim world, when it comes to the weather, I just look outside the window in real life and to say, yeah, that's the weather. I'll do the weather there. Okay, so looks like we're gonna take it from St. John to Ryde Pierhead at 5:20 in the morning. The time at the moment is 5:20. We'll be doing the scenario. I'm recording this at 4:10 in the afternoon just for context. Alright, let's get going. I think what we'll do is we'll do a ride, take it to Ryde, and then I think says the next one after that is from. It's another train leaving at Ryde, St. John Pierhead, by the looks of things. So we could do that one, another video, and then looks like they're both going to Shanklin, and then we'll probably go from Shanklin back to the Pierhead again. So we're going to do a morning shift. So we've done a run, an early morning run, and we're going to take it out of the sheds, and then future videos we're going to do the last shift. So we're going to do a first shift, last shift. So we're going to do run, first shift, last shift, and then move on to the next train. That means we get like more content. Okay. Right. So let's get on to that. Let's press start. So we'll get the scenario lined up nicely. That's the French service, if I'm looking at that image correctly. That it'd be an interesting one to do. It's the latest one. I think the next latest one is going to be another England. I think a southeastern service. Uh, we'll probably we'll try and do all of these. Yeah. That line, I've done that, and it's the LGV. It's pretty short. It's it's not so long as the others, and the fact is the train goes really quickly. You just get there in seconds, really. And a lot of these high-speed trains, they're cool and stuff, but you don't get like a good passenger stopping service or freight service. And since this is console, I can't. I think on Train Sim World, the PC game, that you can get a bit more longer scenario, and you can get mods as well. On the console, you don't get mods, and you also you it's very short because of the memory data to like to hold put all that in. You probably need a lot of memory, and the PlayStation can't hold much. So they're probably like they have the developers of the game of Train Sim World 2 have said that they would like to do longer maps. So, but the routes themselves, like the GWR route, is from Paddington to Reading. What is a proper route? And I've actually done that route in real life. I haven't recorded it, but I've actually done the route, and that route is not GWR anymore. It's the Elizabeth line. So it's a bit outdated as well. And of course, the now this is now officially also outdated. The 1938 tube stock train, because they don't have them anymore. They have the London Underground D stock 1977 trains now, what have been refurbished. Like on the outside, it's all looks old with a different paintwork, but inside it's all modern. What's really cool, because that means they're recycling trains. Um, but there is when I went, there's only one left. So it's very sad, but it's just like with everything else. Just you either make new trains what look old, or you make new trains, and it's pretty cool to have to go on these old trains what are proper services, like they're not on the heritage lines or anything for people to have day trips out. It's like a proper working line, and it's I think it's experience that I would never have anywhere else. It's one of those experiences that you could tell your kids and grandkids about. Like, I know it's only an old train, but you say, "Oh yeah, I remember when I went on that old train." And the fact is, it was made in the 1930s. It was even incredible. Anyway, let's get on with this train. Um, looks like it's not starting from the depots. It's actually starting from the actual platform itself. What's weird, because I would expect it to start from the depots itself. Um, yeah. Anyway, let's begin. This is the first service. What I'm actually gonna do is go into settings, and since I've now done this route, and I have myself has done it multiple times doing the single player missions. If you want me to do the single player missions, let me know. And I'll do them. I've done this game in my free time, and ever since starting my YouTube channel recording, I haven't actually done any of this. But if you want me to do it, I can. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is go to um, markers, ejection markers. I'm gonna turn them off. That means they won't show up on the screen, and I have to look in the left hand corner and know how much distance there is. So it gives a bit more of a challenge, and they don't have this like little blob image to know when the next one is, and so I just want a bit of a challenge. So I'm just gonna approve that. So now you have on the left hand corner the actual thing. So oh, it actually wants me to go to the depots. Right. Okay. All right. So all right. Let's set this train up then. For not the master key. We want to switch the lights on. So we'll have there on, that on, and that on. Master key, and this is really finicky. So I'll crouch down so I can see. We want to just get like we did before, we want to have it so we could just switch it down. Put the seat down, of course. Let me put the reverser to forwards, that's good. Brake off. Look at that, I just noticed that. I've never noticed that before. Little off buttons came up. Right, let's not dilly dally. We are now rolling. Hold on a minute. There's buffers right in front of us. We need to. It's the other train. It's the other side. I want a good run of this, so I'll tell you what we're gonna do Yeah. No, do you know what? I was thinking of restarting it, but no. Well, because I'm thinking about time. I want a good time. Um, because when I get going, I wanna. Because I'll be wasting time. I'm contemplating like, should I switch it? Should I switch it all down, and then should I like? Yeah, do you know what? No, we didn't know that that was there. All right, so what we'll do, we'll switch everything down. We'll jump into the other cab. It's fine. It's not. It's not the end of the world. Oh God, I need to put the chair up. Oh, wait, where's the crouch? Oh, I am crouch. Oh, okay. Thought I wasn't crouching. Right, how do I put the chair up? Right, chair up. We'll put. Damn it! Too much brakes. Brakes on. That off. Take the key out. Oh no, that's the power. Okay, do that. Alright. Torch on. We'll walk down the train to the other end because we need to get off this bit and switch lines. Yeah. Right. We could say we're doing a brake test or something if the controls like say, hey, what are you doing? Dishonesty. I'm new to the job, sir. Right, that on. That on. That on. Alright, power. Alright, so where's the power? I've done something, haven't I? I've clicked. Oh. I've I've done something. Now it's asking me. Alright, it's asking me. Do you want to take over from the so? Alright, or restart. It's basically what it's thinking. I'm taking too long. Do you want me to take over the service? And I'm like, no, I want to do the service. So yeah, we'll restart. But we know we have to go to the other cab. Trial and error. Uh, do a little beat while I wait. You're thinking, why do I have a keyboard? For fun. Anyway, okay. Right, let's get out of. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Am I sit down? Oh, crouch. Where's the bloody? Oh my God. Oh, where's the door? Oh man, I've got an idea. Oh, go for the cab. Go for the cab. Can't close the door. I can't get the train going. When I did get the train going, it was going the wrong way. Okay, the engine's on now, so we should be fine. Right, okay. Right, headlights. Why is this not working? Do I need to put the master key in? Off. Oh, that's off. These are on. I was pressing the on button. The off button. I'm a donut. Right, on, on, on. Right. Seat down. Oh. Yes, begin service. Oh, I am in the sidings. Right, okay. Oh no, I'm on the platform. That's the sidings to the left there. Right, off. You don't want to go too fast because all green, so that's for that. Because we're gonna switch. We're gonna switch in a bit because we need to go out of the platform and onto the main line. Probably. Oh, the signals all electrical, aren't they? We'll just get past. Hello. Is that yard going down? It is. Oh look, you've got the stopping marker just here. Stopping marker's still on. That's good. I wonder what that was then. I was like, what's that on the ground? It's the stopping marker. I can turn that off as well. If we're doing like platforms to platforms, maybe I might have, but I shouldn't. And this is the first time I've ever done this, so I think it's quite good. Okay, now it says to go to Ride St. John, platform 1. Oh, brake. Put the brakes to max. Now we're going to switch cabs again. Oh man, we'll sit back down. Turn. Take that out. This master key is so finicky. Seat up, stand up. Right. Off. 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 Torch on. One of these for the right, on. Okay. Master key. Done. Yes, we want to do this service. Brakes off. Oh, there. Let's go. Oh. Alright, I did set the master. Okay. Go! just said to be 20 or late. So if you look on the right now, you can see the depots. Coming up on the right there. See where the other train is? That other train will go out. So we were like on the other side, not in the depot itself, but in the junction. Next time we'll do that one. Just want to check the lights on. No. Well, why? I wonder which one's the airwall guards and all that lot. I wonder which one's the put the passenger ones on. That's all cab light and stuff. Uncouple. Right, wait for the that battery. If any of you guys played this game before and know where the lights for the passengers are, let me know. Well, I expect like the lights, it would have been all in the same panel box, you know? During the day it's not an issue, but at night, you know. Those lights are for the other track. They're a bit confusing because I feel like, you know, it's for me, but it's not. It would be on the left hand side, it would be me. Those buses there, they go off to the main town and stuff, and go around the island. I've been here in the early hours. It's oh no, did I go on the early night? It's the same night. Very peaceful. I better hold the brakes so we don't roll backwards. Actually. Let's think. I know these are the wipers, the horn. All these are to do with the doors. It's the guard. If I want to communicate to the guard, I'll be pressing this. Switches that you can't switch. That's all fuse boxes and stuff. Handbrake. Hmm. No, hello. Oh, it's me. I disrailed the train. I uh, I pressed the. What happened there is I pressed and then I put it into neutral and then I got wheel slip because it's snowing and that just basically disrailed the train. So that was meant to be depressing music. Alright, we're gonna hop out of this cab. I'm gonna walk around this time if I can close it. So we're on platform 3 and we're on the outside of the sheds here. Look, there's the other one. I would expect it to be on the other one. Well, so yeah. Oh well. That I've never done that. I've never broken a train before. I've overrun a red light. I've gone too fast and overshot a station, but I've never broken a train. That's the first for me. So, you know, catch it live on camera. Breaking a train. And this bloody master key, man. Drives me bloody insane. So, top tip, don't wiggle this around. I was checking if the zoom was in place because I felt I was a bit far away, but no, it's just how I'm sat. So yeah. Hello viewer, welcome to Honey Badger Live, plays and train sim. You missed me breaking the train. Rewind it back a bit to see that. So yeah. So we're gonna try this again. So yeah. This time we know where we're going. But yeah. Whenever there's a sander I can put down so we can put some sand so we don't have some wheel slip. And stop. Right, let's put the brakes on. That off. master key. Come on, get it just right. Take that out. Oop, blow the whistle. Seat up, lights off. Headlights, cab light, instrumental light, crouch. I'm stuck. Stupid. Could I jump for it? I can't climb down. Terrible at this, aren't I? Oh, I'm still. Oh, I got it. Smack my face on the door. Oh, there we go. I can't believe this. I must be the. Oh god. Right. I'm in the train. After getting smacked in the face by the door, I'm finally out. Right, let's get some lights on. Right. That's the off. Why did they put off at the top and on underneath? It doesn't. I feel like that doesn't make any sense. Cab light, internal panel lighting. Begin service. Alright. Now I'm thinking, how do I get it to not to like get wheel slip? Just look at that rust on that bridge, man. It needs to get repairs. Need to ring up the council and get it fixed. Right. Right. Let's see, what else? Is there a way to sand the wheels? There's no way to. I don't even know you can sand the wheels. Well, this train is built for the underground, so I'm guessing there won't be much snow underground. You know. Well, actually, most of the underground's not actually underground. Little fact for you. It's only the central bit of London is where the tube is underground. Most of the London Underground is actually overground. Like take the Central Line or the Metropolitan Line, for example. That is mostly above ground. The only two lines on the London Underground, the Victoria and Waterloo City, are underground, and the Waterloo City is completely underground because the depots where the Victoria line is above ground, and the train wash as well. Uh, nice little fact for you. But the Waterloo City is completely underground, so they lower the trains in by like a um, little opening, and they lower it down to the underground network. So I suppose, in a way, it's slightly open, but they don't actually leave the tunnels themselves. Too much braking. The Bakerloo line would definitely do that at some point. Probably not next week, but the week after that. We'll do the Bakerloo line. We'll do a full run from Elephant Castle to Harrow Wheelstone. Then we got we can do the depots, the first train out, last train in, and there's a lot of depots actually. There's one at Queen's Park, and there's one at Elephant Castle itself. And then of course there's one at Stone Park, so that'll be really interesting to start at different ends of the route itself. So St John Ride is the only depots for this one. It's a very, very small line, but it's a whole line, what's quite cool. Come on, get up the hill. So this is where we broke the train last, so it's going to get a bit more further this time. One of the collectibles in this game is ice cream, and that's all cool in the summer and stuff, but like when it's winter and stuff, like who eats ice cream in the winter? Like, I don't know, I just maybe just really like ice cream, like, that's fine, but I just wouldn't expect not many people not drink, eat ice cream in the winter. You drink ice cream now. Right. No, don't press that button again. For God's sake. Yeah. Once we get past like the first bit of wheel slip, then we should be fine. Unless I put some sand down over the wheels, I'm gonna get wheel slip every time because of the snow. Just remember to check out the channel when you're done watching this video, Honey Badger, and watch the other content. I got some Minecraft Let's Play and a thing I call Tour and Explore, where I explore GTA 5 map in full graphic detail. So yeah, I'll be doing some recording of more of those after this live stream. And if you like the video, leave a comment, like and subscribe. Yeah. Basic advertisement to my YouTube channel. So the door release is left D-pad, right D-pad on my controller, but I think the buttons themselves are like up here. So normally a driver would like reach up and just like press the buttons. So that's probably what he would do there. Yeah. But since I could just like quickly press it on my controller, there we that would be it. Bronze star. Um, I'm like medals and stuff. I don't really care much, but scores on the door is 3,105. Uh, my main when I'm playing this game, I just want to get to A to B without going through a red light or red signal, should I say? It's trains. All right. We are going to continue. It says wait for service to start. So we'll do shutdown procedures. So we'll put everything off here, and we're going to go down to I think maybe back to St. John's, and then it'll be Shanklin next. I don't know. We'll find out. Brakes, put brakes on max. Stand up. We'll do the master key first. And what am I still crouching for? Right. I'll turn all these lights off. And oh, no, not window. Crouch out. We got to 5:49. So we'll set up. And we're going to take a little break. And then we'll catch back up in a minute. So crouch down for the master key. Yes, I'd like to start the service. We'll keep the brakes off for now because we don't need to go until 5:49. The time in game is 5:39. So we're going to take a small break now. I'm going to go to the loo. I'll be back in a minute. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I return. Okay. I'm back. Yep, that was quick. And you need a quick toilet break. Right, it is 5:37. Got a bit of time. If you've got any questions, comments, let me know. Still haven't got my phone from the last recording session we had. I got some sad news that it's broken and unrepairable, so I have to get a new one. So I'm just sorting that out. So soon, hopefully back. I have enabled, hopefully fingers crossed, comment reading. So if you type it in, I should be able to hear it. If not, I apologise. I suffer with dyslexia, so I won't be able to read any comments. But if that enable thing does work, then I'll be able to respond. If not, sit back and enjoy. That's all I can say. In the meantime, dodgy piano playing. This is like when the waiting time music should kick in, shouldn't it? I just like to point out I can't actually play the piano. I just have one. I was learning, and I know like some. I think some scales. Actually, I don't know. Let's go like C, D, E, F, G, A, C. I think that's scales with pianos. I don't know if you can hear it. Last recording I did, I can mildly hear it. So we're just waiting for the time to tick over, and we'll do the rundown. Actually, if I go to options, doesn't it tell me where? Ah, here we go. Oh, cool. So it's actually we are going down to Shanklin. Cool. So we are going to do a full run down to Shanklin. Okay, that's cool. So that's the plan. We're going to go take the train down to Shanklin. I bet how annoying is it? Like you sit on the platform, you can see the train, but it's not moving. I wonder how many people actually uses the Pierhead station. Like, is it cheaper fares? Like, if you start from the beginning, because this station's designed for when people get off the ferry, you can get on the train. But then, if you just walk down the pier, you can get the train on for there. So it's technically less distance. So, because you pay by distance, not by So the further you go, the more expensive it is. I don't know. I didn't. Let me know if you know the cost of. Is it like the fact is like if it was me, if I got off the ferry, and of course there's a car park, so it's a car ferry, people ferry as well. It's not just for cars. I'll get off there, park up, and probably like walk down. I could do that. Like, I suppose like you have to have a certain many of platforms to order to make the line viable. Like I know the Isle of Wight didn't just have this line; it had two other lines, and then it closed down. So, anyone who's not from the UK, there was in the '60s there was a man called Dr. Beecham who was I think he was the Minister of Transport, and he closed down a lot of lines in the United Kingdom. These lines have came to walk paths and cycle paths now, And at the time, it was like a great idea. It was saving money back where it didn't need it. And I think like the scheme was to be more roads. Motorways were coming into effect. Um, so lorries were going to be a thing. Anyone who doesn't know what lorries are, they're trucks, basically, for any American audiences out there. Um, and now we're going all environmentally friendly because cars they burn out fossil fuels and stuff and pollute the atmosphere. Trains are great because it just uses its own power. Like this is using electric rails, but the third rail system, and the power comes from wherever power station. And the fact is, most power stations are no longer oil; they're converted into solar, wind, and stuff. So it's all eco, so environmentally friendly. Um, so yeah, so the at the time I think it was beneficial, but now we're trying to get our trains back. Like there's a big project being approved by Parliament called HS2, stands for High Speed 2. It's some people hate it, some people don't. It's a mixed response in the UK, but it's been approved, so it's going to go from London up to the north. I think it's going to Manchester or Birmingham or something like that, Liverpool. It's going from the south to the north, basically. Um, and it's a high-speed train. It'll take people quickly up and down the country, uh, from the capital and all the way to the north. Uh, so yeah, train products are picking back up because trains are, more environmentally friendly. And so yeah, and the two of the lines I think was cut away was the two other Isle of Wight train lines. I went to the Isle of Wight and I think it could do was doing an upgrade for this line as we speak. But when they're done with that, if they have any money to spend, a new line would be great. Like to get to there is no train line to get to the Ride City is I think is the biggest, but like the main city hub, I think it's Newport, um, is there's no connection. You have to get a bus. Buses, for me personally, are okay for small distance, but sitting in a bus for long distance, from my experiences, buses are very cramped and they're very small. With trains, they can hold a lot of people, and I love buses, but I prefer trains more, and that's just a personal opinion and my personal experience. So yeah, like my favourite bus ever is the Route Master bus in London. What is at the moment the heritage route has been set up because it was during set up in the 30s, just like this train. It's the same. It was roundabout where this train was round the underground in London. The Route Master buses was the same thing, and right up to the early 2000s, and then they got rid of them for health and safety issues. In the end, I think also the age. Um, and the Route Master bus, to me, it just looks and sounds and even smells just brilliant. Like you think it smells, that's weird, but yeah, there is some kind of smell to different trains, and like this one, how this train I've been on, it has like a kind of a woody smell because there's a lot of wood. But you can't really say. I don't know. It's the feel. Like when I go into a train, if I it feel the atmosphere in it should be nice. You know, of course, like modern trains come and they're okay, but the nostalgia, it just it doesn't feel quite right. There isn't like I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I like old stuff, and I think new stuff is new, and of course, when I have kids and grandkids, the new trains of them will be old trains for them, and new trains for them will be weird for them. So it's probably a generation thing. But this train was made in the 30s, and I love it. Um, and I should be like the train I grew up with is the HST high speed train, and that one has really good, nice seats. It has slammy windows and slidey doors, I call it, and I think other people who are train fanatics have called it because what you have to do to open the doors, you have to slide down the window, and you put your hand out and you open the door. It's not like an electric button where it opens at the door, and of course that saves time, because you had to like make sure the doors are all closed before setting off. And with electric doors, you can close them all at once. So it's like, yeah, it's better, but I don't know. It's just something like that. It's just like it's pretty nice. Like so that, but I don't appreciate that train as much as I do with this one. It's just as a passenger, it feels very relaxing to sit in. Um, and comfort is always keen. And then this one does. Oh, there we go. Uh, and this one has got electric doors, as you can hear. Like the underground is very revolutionary for its time. I feel like it's slidey doors. Like the mainline trains all had slammy doors, as they call them, because they slam. But this one had electric, and this is during the 30s. Like right up to like the early 2000s, you still had slammy doors. And personally, I feel like it's amazing. If the underground could have electric doors, why can't the other services? Like, why did no one else think of it until modern day? You know, it's mind-boggling. I'm just waiting here for a couple more minutes to set off. 50, we've got another minute. Um, yeah, and also another thing, sitting in a cab, I like the clicks and the switches. They're really cool. Um, the thing is with modern day trains, it's all very computery. It's all very the computer does everything, and I love a computer. I'm using a recording system what's all computer stuff right now. I love GPS units because it helps me a lot, but something like this, it's look, turn the brakes off, put the train on forwards. Like, I don't need a computer to do that. Yeah. I don't know. And I'm 24 going on 25, so I'm not an old person who likes the nostalgia. I'm a young person who likes old stuff. And I should be like, oh, this is too old. Why is it not modern? This is so frustrating. But no, you know, and don't get me wrong. I do like modern trains. They're quite nice, but I think something for this route, like a simple route, is great for an old train. A little branch, like high-speed trains need all that gizmo, and like with London and stuff, it's all busy, so it needs all these computer stuff to make more passenger service, more money, more be able to get repairs done, and improve service. Like, Got a passenger waiting. Yeah. And I like what they've done with the new train. They're replacing this line, and the fact is that the new train looks old, but it's very modern. Because a lot of the time is, no one's gonna really sit in a cab and experience this. Like, I'm not really experiencing it at all because it's all a simulation. It's a video game of a simulation. Like, Deathman's handle is the right one of the lever that makes the train go forwards. You have to pull it down and have physical pressure is a safety feature. And I know on the PC, I think you press tab on the keyboard and you have to hold that down. It does hurt, and that's just your finger. So imagine if you had to hold that down all day long, and actually you have to actually move muscles. Like, I'm just pressing it with my fingers. Imagine actually physically, physical exercise just by using your arms, man. It's amazing, It may not be much, but it's more than what I'm doing, and I'll never experience what it's real like to be a real train driver, because these trains are now gone, and I myself don't have the right qualifications to be a train driver. So the simulation is what I best got, and I love it. And I like to thank Dovetail Games and the developers who made Train Sim World 2 to make me experience Train Sim World and be able to broadcast this to anyone who would like to watch and listen. So I thank you for anyone who's watching right now. So yeah. Right, we're going to ride St. John. So where we started off to the out of the depots. So yeah. Oh. I wonder what that was there. It's a sign. When we left this morning, let's put some brakes on. Brakes on this train are great. They brake pretty well. I like brakes. I like a good braking system. Like, if I'm going really fast, I would like to put the brakes on, basically. And but the fact is, each train is different, and you have to get a good feel for it. And then when you start a new train, you have to feel for that all over again. So this trial and error was quite good. Right, going to Smallbrook Junction. If you watch my we're not stopping there. We've not stopped there yet. We need to find a service that actually stops there. Oops, wrong one. early morning, really early morning, 5. The sun hasn't even risen yet. Glow of green, all safe to go. We've got another green coming up. The flying, underground train. That's a bit of a bend, isn't it? Like really tilted then. I was like, damn, we're gonna like derail something. Going through at 45 miles an hour. I know it's early morning, but still. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I was derailed again. See what happens when see what that button banking we're doing. We're flying along now. .5 miles. Knowing when to start slowing down is the key factor. Too late, you overshoot, hit a red light, game over. Too early, you're gonna cause timing problems. I've judged it like, you have to judge the braking and how much can this train brake. If it's a heavy brake, you don't want to put too much braking in. Light braking, you want to time it right so you can put that heavy brake in. The fact is, these brakes on this train are great, so I don't have to slam the brakes on as hard as I need to. If you want to see like a non-winter version of this route, see what it looks like without the snow, let me know. I'll do one for that. See, I dropped down from 40 to 20, like that. And actually, I'm now a bit too slow, so I need to pick it up a bit. Need to get it back down to 20. It's got that 20 miles an hour speed limiter coming up. I wonder who takes the train at 6 in the morning. Like this island line, you know, it's probably like popular with tourists and some locals. I suppose anyone who's doing like a really early shift in the morning, I suppose. If you're going to Shanklin, we'll probably be at Shanklin by 7, so yeah, I suppose. What time are we going to get into Shanklin? Let's have a look. There we go. Let's have a look. So we're going to get into Shanklin by 6:15. Like, I'm just thinking, like, who at 6:15, and just the way we walk, because I've been to Shanklin Station, and it's a bit of a walk down to like the beach, because it's a nice beach though, because it's right on the coast, and I suppose if you live in Rye but you work in Shanklin, I suppose to, you know, unlock the doors and set up for the shops. You know, during the winter, no one's, you know, supermarkets. I can see, you know. I just don't know. I don't know. Oh, doors. What am I doing? Brakes. I've been on the Isle of Wight for like 3 days as a tourist, and I know pretty well of it. You know, other train sim ones I know a little bit, and then some I don't know at all. Like even the names. Like one of the ride stations, I can't pronounce that at all. So, yeah. Probably if I hear it and remember it, it's going to be easy, but I just call it like the ride main station. It's got, I don't know, something, I don't know. Sandown, now Sandown is that area on the outskirts, nowhere near the station, I'd like to point out, but they have it on the map on the train itself of interest. It has a zoo, very nice zoo. They got some tigers there, but to get there I took a taxi and I had to book it as well. Very busy. Alright, we've got a yellow, but we're coming up to the station. There's probably this town. There's a, at the end of the end of the platform, there's going to be a red, so we just have to watch out that. It's like a 20-minute walk. I'd totally check out the zoo, Isle of Wight Zoo, the one with the tigers in it. Very small zoo. I don't know, taking a good hour to have a look around. Nice. Ooh, break. Look at that. Such good breaks, man. Credit where the credit's due. Like normally, I would be like speeding by now, or wouldn't be able to brake so quickly. Like I wasn't even paying attention to the speed limit change, and like man, I love a train with good brakes. I'm just gonna slowly. Yeah, we're nearly. Like there's only like one more stop to go, and then we'll get to Shanklin. It's a very quick route. It's a nice route, very quick. See, that's the red light at the end of the platform. Personally, I think on this route itself, in the game, there's two trains go up and down. In real life, when I went in December, a brief period when the UK wasn't on full lockdown, there was only one left. So yeah, it's gone to a yellow. That's interesting. We're still okay to go, but not gone to green. This is red next. Yeah? That's interesting. I think that's the end of the line, actually. That's probably why it's a red. I'm gonna go too fast because the next one, Lake. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Pretty sure it says Lake. See, with my dyslexia, sometimes I second guess things. So, there's no lake there, that's not to my knowledge anyway. I never got off at that station, I just passed it. Yeah. I'm happy at 29 miles an hour, but not... I can always see the lights in the distance, so we have to stop. That would be an interesting one to get off and explore. Yeah. Wait, no. Undershoot. Just gonna, there we go. A wee bit of power. And there we go. See, it does look like looking like I haven't got my I haven't got I haven't got my phone. I could have looked at Google Maps to see if there was a lake nearby. Um, are we rolling backwards? No. Sometimes I know the screen plays tricks on me. There we go, Shanklin. Right, it's coming up to 5:30 United Kingdom time. And I'm just thinking, what do we do next? Should we go back to Pierhead or should we end there? Um, we'll find out when we get to Shanklin. We did have a bit of a faff at the beginning, but once we got going, I don't know. Right, let's slam it into third. Either way, that'd be the end of the scenario. There's not much else to do in this route. You know, a lot of these train sim routes, like, it's just different times, different days, different weathers. It's A to B, really. Got a speed restriction coming up, actually, so I'm just gonna keep it steady at 30, 29. Hold us steady. I'm so confident with the brakes, like that's Shank, yeah. Yeah, that 15, why not? Screw it. We're going to go down a hill, so I'll probably pick up speed anyway. 15, couple be like a minute or two out schedule. Yeah. If this is Japan, I'll be getting fired, but this is England. It's common to be late. And it's a video game, so yeah. I apologise to the digital people for being a minute late. There we are, Shanklin. What we could do is get out and have a quick little nose around a bit. I can show you where the collectibles are for this station, I suppose. Every station has collectibles, but since it's the end of the line, you know, it's the big stations. When you get those big stations with 12 platforms, that's like annoying because you have to go for one individually. But since there's only one platform, it's not a big issue. There we go. What medal did we get? We got bronze. It's this is very demanding for medals. Like, yeah, it's very hard. But the final scores is 8,238. I think the fact is I slow down a bit early or whatever is the problem. We'll do the shutdown to speeches anyway. It's got 6:18. It's gonna ask us to go back any minute now. Um, so yeah, we have to do shutdown anyway. So we'll do that now. Stand up. Where's the tail lights? Surely I should put the tail lights on. Wants us to oh god, I can't get out. Quick. We'll watch the train go instead, or we'll watch the driver leave. We'll have a quick look and then we'll end it there. And then next week we'll do the end scenario. So we've done the starting scenario. This train's now going to go back to the pier head. So we'll do that next. So that's what's going to happen next. Sorry. But next we're going to do the end scenario, and then I think we'll do the Bakerloo line. Yeah. So we'll just like watch this train go. I'll show you where the collectibles are. And have a little look around. There's not much to see. So yeah, we'll do that. I don't want to give too much away. So, you know, if you get this game, you want to find your collectibles yourself. You know, so the train's gonna go without us. There you go. It's gonna tell them to close doors. There we go. Doors are closing. The AI managed to get the blooming cap lights on. Cap lights. It's got tail lights on. There you go. Not the cab lights, the interior lights, sorry. Very screechy, look at those old brakes. That's the thing. Brakes are great, but they're so loud. I'll just wait till it's out of sight. Yeah. And gone. Do you know what? When I was younger, I just loved watching that. Just watching the train drift off to the distance. So yeah, you got your ice creams. You need to eat 2 ice creams. I think there's like 4 ice creams in there. I'm gonna put my torch on. Yeah, there's like 4 in total. You take away 2. Another collectible. Yeah, it's very, very small. You'll have to find this ticket and then stamp it, like you check the tickets. Normally you go up to passengers, say, "Can I have your ticket, please?" You know. I don't think you meant to pin them on the on a board and then just stamp it. Say, "Yeah, I trust them." Has stop location. Interesting. Another one is the map, of course. So this is the Isle of Wight route map, Shanklin, all the way down to the pier head. I think that's it. I don't think there is any other. Oh, a minute. It's a bicycle rack. See, I've done so many of these collectibles. I can't remember. Oh yeah, photo. You have to take a photo. Yeah. So I think there is an actual picture, but on the first one you do. Oh look, it's already got to the next station, and I'm getting points. Wow, to stay here and get points without get a gold medal. That's brilliant, man. Because the AI, that is the best glitch ever. Should just wait here until it gets to the other end. I think I'm good, mate. Yeah, there's not much to the station really. This is brilliant. Easy points ever. Because the AI won't be slow or anything. Yeah, this is the way out. Of course, train sim world they have invisible walls. What? I wish there was more to explore. Like, I know like the whole point of it is to either, right, mate, to drive the trains or ride as a passenger, but to actually explore not just the line itself, but it'd be nice if I could just like walk out and have a look at the platform, like maybe like even like walk into the building or walk around and have a look at the outskirts, you know, like actually actually you know actually like pretend you're an actual passenger, like, or like go to the car park and you park your car up to, you know, for to go to work and ride on the train. That would be pretty cool, like go through the ticket office and stuff, you know. This, if you go down that road now, that I think that's a pub, but if you go down that road there's a really nice pub. At the moment they're closed because of COVID, but I went down there. I didn't go anything to eat. If you go down that road, just carry on down, you get to this really nice pub. I can't for the life of me remember what it's called. They looked like they had good food, but I only went there because I needed the loo. But when I went down there, it looked a really nice pub. Um, and then if you carry on walking down that way, you'll see a sign to the beach, and you can, and it's a bit of a walk, but you get to the beach, and there's a nice little nice little cafes and restaurants down there. I think there's also like an arcade. Um, yeah. So Shanklin itself is a really nice town, nice little beach town. So yeah, if you're ever in the UK or you live in the UK, check out the Isle of Wight. And uh, I know you can't experience the trains anymore, but check out the towns, man, and it's like great. So we're gonna do the next time. We're gonna do a we're going to do the last shift. So we'll probably go from Shanklin to Pierhead, and then we'll take the train into the depots. So thank you so much for watching, and I've been Honey Badger Live, and you should be able to watch it non-live if you didn't get a chance. So yeah, thank you so much, and goodbye.